Hey, welcome back to a new episode for this Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader playthrough on unfair difficulty. We start this episode here on the voice ship. In this one we are gonna continue making progress with the main mission. We are gonna go back to the map and we are gonna go to the Furibundus atrium and make to the palace. There we will find an interesting guy. And I think he has a couple of checks and I need to be ready to save before entering because I don't think we can save afterwards, and I want to make those checks because it will give us some experience and maybe we'll find something new about the person or that person.
Because Balaka trades Xeno artifacts on foot.
Let's go here and then we are gonna save.
And?
Let's save here and we can reload if we don't succeed the checks. Vladaim Tokara the Liege, my patience, you remember the way out, dismissed. The tall man in austere grey clothes make a show of looking past the woman's he's addressing. Jay, Vladaim, what has he put such hard words into your mouth? You talk like you're an imperial clerk, not one of us. The woman who is standing with her back to you lets out a ostentatious sigh, then her tone changes dramatically. Where's my cargo, Vladaim? Falco has it, doesn't he? So that's how you do business with your old friends these days. So you don't remember. Then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Okay, interesting. I think she's a companion. Hey Dari, move. The massive guard leans down to the woman and says in lower voice, Jay, get going while he's letting you go. Drown your sorrow out the Amasekus and thank your lucky stars you are able to walk out the door. You won't get the chance next time. Okay. Persona non grata. First an insult and now threats. I see courtesy and tact are no longer a valued commodity on footfall. Oh well, I'll find myself a better deal. She turns on her heel and heads towards the exit. As she passes you by, she gives you a quick once-over wink at you, then immediately turns away with a flip of her jet black hair. Can we save now? Apparently we cannot. It's too bad that we cannot save in conversation. The tall man who has long since noticed your presence is studying you intently. Vladaim Tokara, Liege of Footfall, let us please proceed to my office. A spread befitting a visitor of your rank is waiting. Your entourage will be accommodated by. Certainly, let's go. Please follow me. Can we save here? Nope. While you are engaged in small talk, you get a chance to take the measure of Liege Tokara. His expression is aloof and focused, his gesture curt and firm, and his speech calm and quiet. As thought, he is used to people always listening to what he says. Judging by his observant gaze, he has been studying you in turn this whole time. Okay. Vladaim strengthens in his chair and says in a polite but completely indifferent tone, let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offer you my condolences, Lord von Valentius. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intention and willingness to cooperate. Thank you, Liege, a terrible loss for all of us. I hope that under your guidance the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. I am impressed by your prudence, your decision to arrive on Footfall Incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status. It was quite wise. The rumor will spread sooner or later. It is impossible to keep secret something that's known to the thousands of people serving on a void ship. But for now you are free to reap the benefits of anonymity. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis. Its people will benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. Who was that woman in the Wardens? Who was that woman the Wardens threw out? Vladaim's expression hardens and he He makes a frustrated gesture, a dead woman walking. Some, however, still call her J. Haydari, a small-time hustler with big ambition that will lead her to a sticky end. Nice, we made the check. It's strange, a small-time hustler, even particularly a audacious one, will likely quarrel in public with a figure as important as the Liege of Footfall. What seems stranger still is that the Liege knows this small fry by name. She is irrelevant. Since I'm the one in control of the situation on Footfall, I can speak on behalf of all of its noteworthy residents. I was attacked right at the docks. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me. Sadly, such incidents on Footfall are akin to natural disaster, impossible to predict or preempt, they simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say that there is a difference between organized crime and gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You are attacked by the latter. The Anvers are a gang of punks who spits on our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rabble-rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later we will find him and have him strung up. That will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Awareness check successfully. Behind the carefully built facade of composure you sense anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I would like to know more about the Anvers gang. Why haven't they been dealt with? He grits his teeth slightly before answering. I've been using all my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around to the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are, they're no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. I am sorry for the loss of your assistant. Okay, rot. Okay, so it's basically with these words. What? Your word seems to perplex him for a moment, but his face remained cold. Oh, that. Yes, her death was a regrettable development. Has Proctor Ant visited you recently by any chance? Shortly before you did, he was interested in certain sensitive information which I happen to possess, and he also required access to the doc's cogitators containing loggings and administration data. Naturally, I offer my full cooperation and provided the esteemed arbitrators with a designated area at the docks where they could work away from the bustle and din of the crowd. I assume that is where the Proctor is at the moment. What's the situation in this region? Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent, trade is suffering, and fringe wards are going under. Rumors of atrocity being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperium forces in the Coronus Expanse has departed for the sector's border to combat Xeno threat. There has been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issue with the astropaths, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. From several of the worlds hit by Xenos attacks, we receive reports of fierce warriors who descend from the sky and enter the fray. The fragmentary accounts lead me to believe that the blessed Adeptus Astartes are operating in the Coronus Expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? Angel of the Emperor's Expanse. I think this is another rumor, right? And this is our companion, I think. No, they haven't. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even the listed weapon on board will make it for a decent fighting force. And that's not even to mention the firepower that our steam merchants have shamefully hidden from the station's custom officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a resource of income than a threat. Vladaim freezes, gouging your reaction. Are we talking about dealing in Xeno artifacts here? In a manner of speaking, miraculously Vladaim has managed to frame the last sentence as a question. Footfall is a place where anything can be bought, and mind you, where anything can be sold. We are gonna go with this one, with Dogmatic here, because I want to get level 1 in Dogmatic. You should consider your words more carefully. An admonition like that sounds dangerously close to heresy. I hear you. You must have misunderstood. What I meant was loyal servants of the Emperor often trade their spoils here on Footfall, including those claims in battles with otherworldly beasts. Any other form of interaction with Xenos are of course persecuted without mercy. What sort of patronage do you seek from me? Protection, not military, but a different kind of security. You have of course already encountered difficulties with warp navigation on your way here. I'm afraid the scope of these difficulties extend far beyond this area. Reports of disrupted route and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Cali sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have dived into the maw in recent years, none have yet returned. The last ship that came through the maw from the other side was stuck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. Lord warp successfully. Nice, we basically succeed all the checks. You have heard of periods of warp instability, including cases where the maw will become completely inaccessible for navigators for years on end, thus temporarily cutting off the coordinates expense for the Imperium. Isn't so? Vladimir's words are particularly alarming. It seems something has had a profound effect on the maw. And this brings us to the main issue. Footfall is a repairing shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station naturally has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall will be obliged if House von Valentian will assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. Logic succeed. I can't be the only one you've asked for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rogue traders, but the terms of House Chorda will have bled Footfall dry. And as for the esteemed Caligos Winterscale, instead of food shipment from him, I receive a transport, the Navica packed with refugees. I had to send them off to Folstone. So many extra mouths to feed will have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all this warp fluctuation must have created more pressing concern for Lord Winterscale. And so I put my faith in you, the third and last Footfall's allies. So Footfall is cut off from all of his shipments, the local gangs are running wild, and the local hustlers are throwing tantrums in your residence. Are you positive you are in control of the situation? Vladimir listened with a stony expression. You are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you'll forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you won't have more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It's simple. Delivery of food shipment from your fertile words, Janus, I imagine. I'm quite familiar with that jewel of von Valentian's protectorate in exchange for fair payment. Let's go with Iconoclast right now. I will help Footfall, but not out of the desire for profit. I have no interest in obtaining any favors in kind of becoming your praetor, only in saving people's lives. Vladimir's gazes is slightly distrustful. Such charity is a rare sight in the Coronus Expanse. Even figures as powerful as rogue traders do not show it often. Thank you, your lordship. I have some question about Footfall. Rest assured, I will be candid. My lips are bound by oath of service. What exactly interests you on Footfall? This abode of merchants, xenotechs, traders, and only a few bandits? What oath were you referring to? There is a certain custom on Footfall. Any rogue trader who arrives at the station and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler, and the liege their loyal servant. That makes me your servant. Vladimir's arrogant bearing contradicts his words. However, as long as you remain incognito, it will be difficult for you to use this privilege. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the less knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor to Footfall. So I am free to push you around however I like. His eyes turned glassy, the pupil is resembling a pair of gun barrels. That will be undesirable. It will be difficult for me to convince the venerable Caligos Winterscale, a patron of footfall for many decades, that my actions were not personal whims, but rather the orders of some rogue trader who arrived on the station incognito. If it were me, I will not believe it for a second. He will be displeased upon finding his Demesnian crouch upon and will try to take it back. And Caligo's Winterscale displeasure is very, very hazardous phenomenon. A fight between two rogue traders will ensure, and as ridiculous as it may sound, its outcome will most likely depend on the allegiance of the station humble liege. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You aren't wrong. My path was long and bloody, but in the end, I rose from running a gang that had staked its claim to a treatment filter station to becoming the liege of footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it will be more convenient to put me at the head than continue the slaughter of the turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and peace that came with it have done the station good. And what will happen to you if I tell everything I've just heard to the leaders of the others' gang? You can try, but they won't believe you, because if you're right, they'll have to start a war killing me, divvy up the station again. Why would they want that? Vladaim chuckles dryly to your face. It's not enough to tell people the truth, one must make them want to believe it. There is sound logic to having the sharpest mind run the station. The administrator will have installed some pitiful clerk instead. I appreciate your breadth of thinking. In this day and age, few choose to allow themselves such a thing. Who holds the reign of Xeno goods trade? The Kabbalistka Mission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entire of the core trade in the sector. Xeno's creation are in highly demand, and so every single colony has a Kabbaliskan agent or two. Opposing their commercial interests is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. He glances at you cautiously. I'm not intimidated by them, obviously, and I do everything in my power to keep them away from footfall, but my power has limits. I have no more questions. I'm glad to have satisfied your curiosity. What does one go to make a few deals here on the station? Here I'm the main dealer on the station, and it will be disrespectful of me to suggest that you will take your business to footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might have taken an interest in a few people of note. For example, Reverend Hydramus Doloroso. This servant of the Ecclesiarchy is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains and other traders who don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, find Octaviana at the establishment called the Adeptus Amasecus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and processed a satisfactory degree of purity. Just don't ask her to pour her signature drink. It's meant for common footfall rabble, not discerning clientele. Okay, let's go down to business. I'm interested in your wares. I am at your service. You can expect the most generous discounts. Okay, so we can grab these. Aldari plasma grenade, interesting. Stab revolver. Ortlac pattern. And some medikits. And that's it, because the rest of them are pretty expensive. Telepathy. Can we speak with him? We leveled up, so that's nice.
I guide humanity between the stars.
I tire of idleness. Let's move. None shall stand and
let's level up since we are here. So, with my main character, I think I'm gonna go with where is it? Orchestrated flames, right? So the target does not stop burning and no longer make tests to stop burning. Additionally, if the target is an ally, every melee attacks that an ally makes inflicts full burning damage on targets on their attack, while they themselves now only suffer half of burning damage from now on. So basically we can put this on ourselves, and we will do fire attacks. We will go with Wildfire. The Arch-Militant's next attack this turn will cost 0 AP and will do not count towards the attack limit per turn. The cost of this ability is reduced by -1 AP for every 4 stack of versatility -1. So basically we need to get versatility and then we use Wildfire. With Argenta, we're gonna go the same. Pasquale, we are gonna go with Claim the Bounty. Right, the bounty hunter makes a free single attack with the selected weapon. This attack always hit, does not end the bounty hunter's movement, but delays only 40% of bounty hunter's usual damage. After each third enemy killed by Claim the bounty hunter recovers 1 charge of Hunt Down the Prey. If Claim the Bounty kills the target marked as prey, the bounty hunter receives +2 AP. Interesting. Cassia, we will go with Point of Curiosity. All enemies in a 6 cell radius around the target point up to 12 cells away from the navigators must pass a will power resistance test or immediately move 3 cells towards that point. The target move even if they are stunned or immobilized. Okay. Idira, you are gonna go with Strategic Adaptation. You are an overseer, right? Yeah. So we are gonna go with Strategic Adaptation. Depending on their familiar's number of wounds, the overseer or the familiar gains special benefit for 1 round. Less than 50% wounds, the next 3 hits against the familiar have their damage reduced. 50% wounds or more, the overseer deals 10% more damage with their next attack. If that attack kills the target, it does not count towards the attack limit per turn, and the overseers regain any AP spent on it. Okay. Awesome. Do we need to do anything else here? I don't think there's anything here. I think we can move. Let's see, we got a lot of quests. We also got a lot of rumors, right? Like a lot of them. We also got a lot of quests. Persona non grata. Okay. This is an errand. Classified information. This is on the ship. Companion quest. We need to go to the Shadow Quarters. Hunger Hand. Telecos Epsilon apparently. Rot. Find out more about the strange gang. Okay, we need to find some planets. Footfall Void Dogs. Furibundus. Wait for the completion of the ship inspection. Okay. Let's get out. Voxmaster Vigis. Lord Captain, I am pleased to report that the inspection has been completed and all identified system failures has been resolved. The void ship is ready to depart Footfall. The crew is waiting for your further instruction and there are also a number of issues that need to be addressed. Okay. Meet with officer on the ship's bridge. We are also receive a word from Proctor Solomon Antar, the arbitrator whose squad we retrieved from Riker Manoris. He has requested an audience with you and said he will be waiting at the Footfall dock. Okay. We need to go to the bridge and but for the moment let's get outside. Because we don't have a way to go to the bridge. I don't think this dude was Bastian Chorda. What's here? Okay, so we have a lot of quests. We need to go here. On the hunt for knowledge, Rot, Hunger Hands, Astray, Solomorn, Heartless Void. Is this the DLC? Okay, let's pick with this Bastian. A well-groomed young man calls out to you. He is clean-shaved and dressed in clothes that are expensive but unshowy with a bright aquila embroidered in a prominent spot. Noble sir, a minute of your time if you please. I am Bastian in Drama Bastal Chorda, youngest cousin of House Chorda, envoy of Incendia Bastal Chorda, rock trader of Coronus Expanse, by the grace of the most holy emperor. And you must be the envoy of Theodoras von Valentius. I noticed that you arrive on the Steam Ladies ship. Jordan, they are some of the most influential rock traders in the Cronus Expanse, but not Footfall. This station is under the control of House Winterscale. Something tells me that we are about to hear a most curious offer, says Abeland under his breath so that only you can hear him. Let's hide the truth. Quite right, I'm Lady Theodora's envoy. Splendid, it's a pleasure to be speaking with a Nicol. Truth to be told, I get a little flustered in the presence of the powers that be. Bastion smiled murkily. What did you wish to speak with me about? A matter of utmost delicacy. You see, you've been to the residence of the Liege, Vladaim. Almost certainly appealed to you for assistance in the arrangement of shipment to Footfall. The Von Valetius Protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-word, Janus. It will be odd for him not to seize on such opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, the Chorda dynasty pursues its own interest on the Footfall. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling, I imagine, in hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Chorda dynasty believes, Bastion smiles and gives a slight shrug, that cooperation will be preferable for both rock trader houses. If you refuse, Vladaim thereby forcing him to agree to a deal with us. The Chorda dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other prerequisites. Everyone benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servant should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with diving up profit among themselves. Argenta said disappointingly, but quietly enough so as not to interrupt the negotiation, especially when the well-being of the Imperium's wards is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastion tilts shadowed sword. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eyes. What are you afraid of? Your house wrath? Should this negotiation prove fruitless, or the wrath of the House of Valetius? Idira, who was yawning in boredom a moment ago, flinches and clutches her face, her fingernails digging into her skin. They're coming again, brothers of the ones who came before. I just don't get it. Do they all have a death wish? Would you mind elaborating on the terms of your proposal? Not at all. Would you like to take these negotiations somewhere more suitable, that I may go over the details? Bastion smiles and opens his mouth to offer another piece of sugar-coated courtesy when suddenly... Okay, so we are attacked again, I think. Okay.
I won't heed your cries of mercy.
Okay, so we are attacked by these Enver tags. Do they have a leader? Man, there are many. There are a lot of them, for fuck's sake. Okay. So, I think we can stay behind. Stay behind with Cassia, with Idira and Pasquale, we can stay here. Argenta, you can... be honest, you can stay in place of Cassia. And my main character and Abelard should stay here. Let's start the battle. Cassia's first. So we are gonna put armor here. Buff our main characters.
Me?
With whatever we
If you
can.
insist, Lord Captain. If I may.
Let's see, can we grab these? I think we can make this one come a little bit closer, right? Yeah. I'm gonna buff my main character.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Give him a turn.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
We have this, but this is just for one round, right? Cooldown is the entirety of the game, or basically the round. Anyway, let's kill this Ember.
Regret this. Not a problem. Posing me was your biggest mistake.
We still have another round, but I don't think we have the range. Okay, twice dead Lenny. Okay, it's a sniper, that's not great. Where is he? So he's here. Okay, now my main character is next. Do we see these guys? Yep. Thing is, I don't think it's worth moving, right? I'm gonna try and... I cannot see him from here? Seriously?
My tactics are flawless.
Scared yet?
Let's make it quick. Let's get to it.
Okay, Pasquale is next. I think a buff to us is really good. What's this? Claim the bounty. Claim the bounty offhand. I don't think we can see these guys. No, we can. With the selected weapon. Need to select the weapon. Hand. I think this is offhand, this is main hand, okay. So I think we're gonna go like this with these things here. Offhand. How much? Okay, let's go with the perfect spot. Did we put a bounty? Put a bounty? No, I think we did. Let's try and kill him. Okay, this didn't dealt too much damage. Interesting. Every single attack.
Show me what you've got.
I need to see exactly how it's working. Okay, dear eye, to be honest, I want you to kill the sniper, but I do not know.
Let's see what you can do.
Let's go with the pet here.
Will do. Anything else? What an unfortunate turn of
Okay,
fate.
nice. Argenta. Yeah, I think it's better if we can try and do this.
As the Emperor commands, is a prayer.
Let's make it quick.
Let's get to it.
Victory is imminent.
One fewer target.
It will be done.
On my way. Here we go.
It's coming. Okay, help, it's on the way. Let's grab these to come like closer.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, I want to exactly. Can we?
Don't have time for this.
The target is under the effect burning warp. What? Target? Do we need to
Nothing I can't do.
make ourselves on fire? Interesting. see. No, I'm gonna go here. Or no. It's best we go here and jump. So we do fire damage. Yep. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can we see?
Never wavered in the face of adversity.
I'm gonna come here, jump.
Already done.
Okay, that's pretty cool. But this ability works. I have a lot of points. Thing is, I cannot move further. I'm gonna heal myself.
Now, where were we?
That's it. Pasquale. We cleared these guys. The thing is, let's see. Do we have the range to shoot someone? Nope. Let's use this. We have armamentum. I think we can go here with the pet.
It's my toy, and I'm gonna control
We
it.
don't have any more action points.
On it.
I know exactly what happened.
What?
Let me see, where is the sniper? Okay, so he's here. Let's go to him with the pet.
Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Out of my way. Let's get to it.
At your beck and call.
Okay, help is coming. And I don't think it's needed, to be honest.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Not a problem for you. Didn't stand a chance.
I mean, that dealt a lot of damage. For fuck's sake. It didn't got us a trauma, apparently.
Back into the fray. Absolutely not.
How many jumps do I have? One. I think it's good to use
Suits
this
my purposes.
on this dude.
All too easy.
We can use that waltz on him. Why not? Let's use it.
To my bloodline. Watch and learn. Nothing of value has been lost.
Okay. Apparently that's it. Grants plus 10 awareness.
Follow my lead.
That's interesting. Amber's note from the atrium. There is also a chain axe. It gives me bleeding. This might be good for my main character. Scrap mail, some grenades. A note found. Okay, so this updated the Rot quest. me check. I don't think it matters if we read it or not. Let me see. Can I use that axe? Blade is good for me, so we can use it. This will increase our awareness. How much awareness do we have? 40, 45, 50, 50, 60. Yeah, let's put it on her. She has more. Better to put it on Indira now. We also have this stab resolver. Yeah, let's put it here. Thinking. +5 dodge. I have the spinner one, right? Extra property, okay. I have a lot of dodge on my main character. We are not injured. So let's see. What should we do next? Let's loot the guys. And probably I'm gonna return to the ship. I'll go to the... let me check what's here. Okay, we didn't do this. I think I did. Why it's not done? Interesting.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Haven't I done this?
Compared to naval service,
Would you
that
look
was
at that?
barely a challenge.
What I did with this guy that is dead?
The premonition runs true.
Anyway, yeah, let's go back to the ship.
It's about time.
Let's go to Voidak Alpha Row, and I think we will speak with Solomon there. And then probably I'm gonna go back to the void ship, see exactly what's happening there. Yavagama refugees.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
The refugee from Kiavagama are looking at you, some with apprehensive frowns, some with unconcealed gratitude. I need information. What happened on Kiavagama and how did you end up here? We told you everything, but in the square things are rough on Kiavagama. Maybe there isn't even a Kiavagama anymore. The planet was attacked by a horde of heretics. They shouted unholy prayers and cut down people left and right. We heard everything from orbit, listening to one voxcast after another. We realized there wasn't anyone left to save, so we thought we'd run. But then it was like our crew went mad somehow. The captain smashed his head against the coagitator, and so did half of the officers. Everyone who survived did their best to steer the ship into the warp, and here we are. Only 3 ships made it out alive, ours being one of them. We don't know what happened to the others too. They never made it to the footfall. Maybe they disappeared in the warp, or maybe something else happened to them. Idira freezes, listening to something, then she blurts out of a changed voice. The first beast is body wounded, crawled into a hole under the palace of eminent lord. The second beast, its skin in ulcers, perished in the asteroid grave. The third beast is essence cursed, is curled up in the glow of a yellow sun. What became of the ship that used to get here? It is the property of the von Valentius dynasty. Apologies, we could not save it. The ship was damaged during the escape. We're lucky it got us all the way to Footfall, and it's the far dock, but there isn't much use for it anymore. It doesn't look like it's going to fly anywhere, and the local recollegers have already removed some of the valuable parts. You can send your people to take apart whatever is left, scavenge some components. Okay, so we got some trophies, objects discovered, trophies. What's this? Cargo is for storing loot that is not valuable enough for a mighty rogue trader. Drag piece of loot to remove it from your loot screen. It will be packed into a suitable cargo space. You may withdraw loot from a cargo at any time. Selling full cargo to merchant improves your reputation with their faction. However, all loot inside that cargo will be lost. Trophies. Okay. The map of the expanse was revealed to me before the Sea of Souls roiled and tangled the paths. How did you desperate ones reach Footfall? All the way from the Cranach system without a navigator. What did we get? Mechanicus creation. Okay. Frightened by Cassian's appearance, the refugee covers his face with hands trembling violently. Please forgive my worthless words. We were feeling our way in the dark, you could say. All we had is some old maps. We prayed to the god emperor day and night while our helmsmen plotted the course. A miracle it must be, your lordship. You were hurling accusation at your masters. That is a sign of treason and it must be punished accordingly. Do you realize this? One by one the refugees fall on their knees. Please have mercy. A few idiots shouted some things, that's all. We shut them up ourselves already. It was their grief and fear talking. Please don't punish the rest of us for it. Pasquale's voice sounds impassively and cold. Vituperation directed at the Adeptus Mechanicus was likewise registered. Denial is meaningless. You are pardoned. You may board my ship and continue to serve the von Valentius dynasty. Their eyes beams. Praise to be the Emperor, which save and pardon. We'll do as we told. We won't say another word. Bowing hastily, the refugees back away from you. Okay, that's it? Okay, so let me check how we stand with the reputation. Okay, so we have level 1. Okay, I think that's it. I'm not gonna go further. We give this grim determination. The rogue trader and the liars gain a 10% chance to survive with 1 wound instead of falling unconsciously. Let's speak with Opticon.
A new challenge for me.
Okay, so we cannot grab anything. There is a piece of loot here. Okay, what should we do? Atrium, Liege. What? He's still at the atrium. Interesting. It is worth taking a closer look at the belongings of those killed by the Answers and search for other evidence. The Amber's brazen action guaranteed that they will give themselves away sooner. Let's go to the atrium again and learn about these guys more. Maybe we need to see who are killed here.
Victory awaits!
Where are these things? I don't think this will help me. I do not see that, guys.
I won't tolerate weakness.
I see some Ember tag here. Interesting. Limper Mickey. What's happening here?
Take a knee
Okay.
and bow before me.
Crush it!
So again, some tags here. The problem is that we are surrounded by them. I'm gonna put Cassia here, Argenta here. Pasquale, you are not in a good spot, man. My main character and Abalar can stand there. Okay, so Cassia is first.
Me, if you insist, Lord Captain.
Okay, so Limper Mickey has a lot of HP.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around. If I may? Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Can we make them come here?
Let's get
Okay, that's pretty damn good, to be honest.
If you insist, Lord Captain.
So I'm gonna burn myself. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this on this guy, and I'm gonna jump exactly here. It would be nice if I can jump here, but I'm gonna first jump here.
Already done. Opposing me was your biggest mistake.
The thing is, I do not have another attack, so that's a bummer. We just killed one, so it's strange that I haven't had another attack. Argenta.
deeds is worthless. Guided by faith.
Go like this.
Doubt is for the weak.
Hold on!
Okay, next is my main character,
Not a problem for me.
so we can start doing some damage.
I shall not fear. You didn't stand a chance.
Nice. I'm gonna jump here.
Suits my purposes.
This guy just attacked me. Seriously? I need to use a medikit then.
Now where were we? Nothing I can't do.
Okay, this does a lot of damage.
Already opposing me was your biggest mistake. Suits my purpose.
On in, maggot.
Come on, man, dodge.
Make it quick!
I will take
Yeah, take all the damage that you can, you fucking moron.
Indeed. My place is at the hall.
You cannot charge, seriously? No more movement points, fucking hell. That's not great. I misplayed that.
Anything else? Will do.
Okay, so I got damaged or what? I think it happened of one manifestation there.
Request approved.
Let's put one on Mickey.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Do we do enough damage? Yes, we do. Maybe we get lucky and kill this one also. Nice. Maybe we can go something. Nope.
Request approved. My vow is to serve.
Yes, yeah, you can come a little bit closer. Give my main character.
I'm not
If you
accustomed
cannot
to being
turn.
ordered around.
Yeah.
You didn't stand a chance!
Okay, that dealt a lot of damage.
Watch and learn!
Argenta. The only one is Mickey. Okay. So we don't need to do anything here. Because... Oh, fuck. What happened? Did he went first?
Victory is imminent.
That's what it happened. That I thought I was
Victory
first
reduced to dust.
in front of him, but apparently I wasn't. Anyway, we have some small traumas, but we can go to the ship, so it doesn't matter. So we got another thingy. It's the same.
It's about time.
We need to search something else.
This task should have been accomplished easily.
Okay, that was a check. It doesn't matter. Let's speak with these guys. Okay, so we still have the rot quest here. In this area, are there any more guys
Follow my lead!
that we can speak with? Nobody is here any longer. So we found those embers here. Shopkeeper.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Vicious Prowler. Can we go here?
A new challenge for me?
I want to see if we will find more of those embers guys. We've already been here. I haven't spoke with these guys, but what's happening here? Okay, just a cinematic.
It's about time.
These guys are angry. Do we need to speak again with the guy here? Let me check.
None shall stand in my way.
A man who introduced himself as a servant on House Jorda asked to have a word with me, and then imagine the odds, someone blew his brain out. Vladaim doesn't look surprised. The Anvers again, I presume. Those anarchical degenerates don't care whom they shoot, be it my servants, yours, or those in the employ of House Jorda. I suspect that this agent wished to negotiate a deal that will have you refrain from hindering Incendia Jorda's effort to strangle us with the threat of hunger and demand our obedience. If so, I don't believe I will be mourning the man's passing very long. There was only one person who stood to gain from this murder, you. If you're suggesting that those outlaws were acting on my orders, then I vociferously deny anything of sort. However, if you are merely alluding to the possibility that someone who cares about Footfall's fate could have started a rumor on the lower levels that House Jorda agents were looking to assert their authority on Footfall, well then your suspicion are entirely logical, as was the man's inevitable death at the hands of the Anvers. Okay. I think the Anvers are he's doing, but I don't have proof yet. Probably... Let me check the quest. Where we need to... pray. Dock Hellfire. Solomon will be waiting for a rock traitor in Dock Hellfire. Okay, let's go to the docks. I'm not gonna depart to this asteroid after I'm not doing everything, so I should be doing anything before doing anything, to be honest. I think this is the ship, right? Okay, so Henrix is here. A familiar figure turns to you. Henrik Vorkalix, interrogator of Ordo Xenos, bow his head respectfully. Roll Captain. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you perchance leave something in your cabin? Not at all, Officer Veserian. I'm not in the habit of having a trail, but I thank you for your concern. I am pleased to see you again, Henrix. Henning is allowing himself a hint of smile. I'm glad to hear that my presence aboard your ship did not leave you with an unpleasant memories. I hope your disposition won't change once I have explained the reason for my visit. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic event that transpired on Riken Minoris. I also received some information from my agent regarding movements and action of enemies of humanity, including the Xenos, that we're assuming were involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over the world. This time, yours, Lord Captain. Henning clears his throat and begins pointedly official tone. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Calcazar, whose duty is to stand sentinel of the Coronus Expanse, the rogue trader of Von Valentius is to take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds, great and small, that serve to safeguard the territories of the Immaterium against his enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remain in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Calcazar. Idira whisper is barely audible. All I got from it is that ridding ourselves of this niche won't be easy. Henrix, will you mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? The Lord Inquisitor has deemed that my presence aboard your ship and your retinue will be significantly more beneficial to the fight against heresy and evil than my return to my mentor's side. Our parting before our arrival on Footfall was premature. I can't really say no, can I? Henrik studies you for a moment, then ever so slightly, as if not wanting anyone else to see, shake his head. What exactly class does need to rejoin my crew? The cause in the activity of humanity enemies, including the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation in the Coronus Expanse has changed. I have received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Von Valentian world lies. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiava Gamma. If not, then I will share what details I know, but not here. Better talk on board, where we will not be overheard. Let's go with this one. I, Rogue Trader Dragonel Von Valentians, welcome the agent of Golden Throne aboard my ship and take responsibility of assisting him in the fight against the evil that threatens humanity. Henrik gives a reserved nod, an answer befitting a righteous servant of the Emperor. If duty has brought you aboard the Rogue Trader ship once more, then such is the Emperor's will. Welcome back, Interrogator. Thank you, sister. It is an honor to be traveling with one of the blessed Adepta Sororitas. Master Von Kallax, Cassia's voice is brimming with genuine joy, which she immediately hides behind the facade of Hybern Primus. Since you are with us one more, I do hope you will find time to finish our conversation about the literary works of Kronhaller the Blessed. I will make every effort, Lady Orselio. I must also deliver this to you. Henrik pulls out a sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of this envelope are for your eyes only. I will ask to read it as soon as you have the time. I'm not gonna read this, fuck it. That's everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship or you still have business on full for whatever the case? I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as my part of the retinue. Okay, I'm gonna pick him instead of Idira. Okay, he's an overseer again with Cyber Raven proficiency. And we will go with Stabilize. Where is it? Allies in a 4-cell radius around the Cyber Raven gain +12 temporary wounds and 9 armor per turn. That's nice.
A new challenge for me?
Okay, I think this is it for this episode. I think we are gonna continue into the next one. I hope you enjoyed this one, and we will proceed on investigating everything here on the it's called Furibundus or Footfall area. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you soon. Have a great day. Bye.